Okay, so don't mind my voice or anything. I just sort of woke up. So there's a couple things that I want to talk to you guys about because I do know that I talked to you guys about the um my FiveM server and a couple videos ago, and I really didn't talk about like my streaming or like just streaming and the content and like all that stuff. But I was kind of listening to a couple people, and I'm gonna actually come out and say it. And then there's also, you know, stuff about Call of Duty that I'm gonna say because, well, actually, no, that'll be in next video because I'm gonna be, because I already watched the video and it's about Tim the Tap Man and he watches the new Verdansk update. And he pretty much covers everything that I have to say about that. Um, but okay, let's get into my FiveM server and stuff like that. So I I'm not really gonna be running that anymore. Um, and the reason for it is just because I it's not all about the money. It's just I don't see a point in me running it if I'm gonna run it for friends or like say I run it for you guys. I don't see why I would do it when hell it was mainly gonna be 5 PD and if not a normal Civ versus cop thing. And my whole thing about it is honestly I will give you links, like it won't be today or it won't be in this video, but I'm gonna be going over a couple FiveM servers that I play, that I love, that requires being a Civ, and you could also become a cop. Just you gotta put that application in, or there's a couple 5PD servers, or at least there's one that I play that it that is strictly 5PD. You know. Um, but I I can't really do my server right now. I have too much going on. And there's more content that I'm trying to put out more than I can say because like I said, I I already have a video coming out today. This video is going to be out tomorrow, which is the 27th, which is when you guys will probably see it, if not like later. Um, and then I have the video for Verdance and stuff, which is I'll be tomorrow or the next day, and so on. Like I got a couple videos that I'm already gonna start making and start to do. Um, because we also have the Ninja gaming room that I want to do. Because I even said that in the Nick Merckx video, my yesterday's video. But so basically, what I'm really trying to say is like I I really have no time for it because between this recording, or sorry, between recording, streaming, and work, I have no time. Um, which is I could get up early enough and do it, but it's just I'm spending $30 for absolutely no reason, basically. Um, and I'm not saying later on it won't happen because it might. Me and my friends have been talking about it. I just right now I'm kind of in the stage of like I want to focus on recording, streaming, and work and stuff like that. Uh, Other than that, it it's gonna be shut down for a while. and if anything, we'll pick back up on it later on. But like I said, it's not gonna be open for now. Um, Now going on to streaming and content and stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of people who will say, "Oh, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that." Like for streaming or for recording, like making content and stuff like that. Okay, but w why are you wanting to base your life on that right now? Like, say I'm 19, I have a job, and I'm trying to make this my career, you know, but you have people out here who don't get a job, that don't do much, and they just sit here and try and make streaming and all this a career. And I'm gonna put out my cousin, for example. He's doing that. He doesn't have a job. He's been bouncing house to house, mainly because dumb reasons. But, then you turn around and you sit there, like, I sit there and watched him try and play, or I sit there and tried and or I sit here and watched him try and do stuff. And it's like, dude, like, it's best for you to get a job, get that money gathering up so you can upgrade your stuff, so you can, put that towards other games, put that towards other stuff that you and your viewers would like. Like you guys, I tell you guys in a lot of my videos, the last few videos I haven't, but tell me what games you want to see. Tell me what games you want to see me play. Rage, fucking whatever. And that's where I get off with a lot of this stuff is, hey, look, I'm doing better than what I originally thought I would be, especially on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. YouTube, I'm really shocked. Like, I there for a while I've had maybe 10 subscribers for the longest, like for the last few years. And then a couple years ago, well, let's say about a year to 2 years ago, my channel started popping off, and now I'm up to 49 subscribers. Like, I'm happy about that. I never thought I would get that many people, and it's just like TikTok. I have roughly around, I think, 400 something on TikTok. And when I first started, I had roughly around 200. And somehow I was able to go live on TikTok, but I I really don't know how I did it. It just I got on TikTok Studio, I did what it asked, and I was able to live stream. But my thing about it is I'm sitting there with that many viewers on TikTok, that many followers on TikTok, that many followers on YouTube, and then Twitch, I had like 71, or sorry, I had almost 100. Of course, a lot of them were bots because, freaking, I don't know. But, turn around, I come back to YouTube and I come back to TikTok. I don't really go on Twitch anymore. And my whole reasoning for it is because, I can focus on these two because this is where I get a lot of attention at. YouTube, I get comments, I get views, I get likes, I can see what's doing well. And then I turn around, I look at, TikTok. I see what's getting views there, who's liking, who's following, and stuff like that. With Twitch, I can't really do that. I can tell who follows, but I can't sit there and, have my videos out. So, say if I didn't stream for a month, you know, nobody's gonna be able to follow me. Nobody's gonna be able to, all that. So that means, oh yeah, I can't be making money out of that, like if I was. But, out of everything that I've done, I'm extremely excited that, what's going on and how everything's planning out. YouTube for creating content. The last one that I did was pretty much a month ago, which was for my FiveM server. And then I made one the 24th of March, and then 25th, and then when I'm recording this, I have another one coming out today. So then when this one goes out, it will be out tomorrow, which is March 27th. And then I'm going to have a couple more coming out. But, I've come to look at everything that I've been doing. You know, YouTube, I'm going to start more on. TikTok, I'm going to keep live streaming. I don't live stream as much as I really want to, but when I get going on work or, doing other things, I have no time for all that. But, like I'll sit there and I'll pretty much dedicate my life to all this. But I also know what I have in person. I have work. I have, friends. I have all this other stuff. So, all that aligns with everything else besides all this YouTube stuff and TikTok and everything else. But my main focus on what I'm trying to tell you guys is, and this is how I really started out, and I'm going to tell you the rough way that I did it, you know, there, before I got a job, before I was old enough, I basically made streaming my career on Twitch and YouTube a little bit. I sit there and I basically dedicated it to this instead of going to school, instead of, doing other things that I needed to do. And therefore, pretty much that entire year that I did that, nothing happened. Like, I wasn't getting views, I wasn't getting anything. So, I decided to sort of slow down, pick up on other stuff outside of streaming and recording and everything else. Well, I finally got a job, and I started getting money to buy games, getting money to do all this other that sort of stuff, so I can do everything. And that's exactly what I did. And it started popping off a little more and more and more. Well, then I turn around and I practically, now it's I'm working and I'm streaming and recording, and that's where I'm focusing on work a lot more than streaming and recording, is because I'm working and doing both of those, or I'm doing both of those at the same time. And, a lot of people go, oh no, I'm going to dedicate my life to streaming and recording. Okay. How are you going to pay for everything that you need? That is my thoughts, is how are you going to pay for everything that you need? How are you going to start your life like that? Because I know how it feels. You ain't getting anywhere for a while, and it sucks. It hurts. And a lot of people don't understand that, and they want to find out the hard way. Well, cool, you can find out the hard way. But like I said, with my cousin, he's 19, if not almost 19, and he still yet does not have a job. He still thinks, oh, this gaming career is gonna be my life. Of course, he's sitting here saying that he's gonna go into other stuff and start doing this, start doing that. He said that for almost a couple years now. But like it's coming down to the point of, okay, what are you really gonna do? Until I see that, I am not believing that. And on top of, and I've came to a conclusion, and a lot of people can agree with me. If you sit there and talk to somebody, and because you've already been through what they're trying to do, and you know it's not going to work out, and you tell them, and they take the hard way instead of going your route, and then say a couple years later, you turn around and like say he calls me up and he's almost 25. Let's just say that, Let's say a couple years, he's almost 25. I think I would be 25. I think. But, turn around, he calls me up and he goes, "Hey man, can I come play, stay with you for a little bit? This stuff ain't working out. What I'm trying to do, blah blah blah." And a lot of people may be mad that I would sit there and tell him no. But, in the same sense, a lot of people would agree with me if you're that age and you're still trying to do a career that hasn't worked out for you for the past almost 10 years, yeah, you're gonna get told no. It's time to straighten your life up. It's time to straighten up and figure out, hey, look, not everybody's gonna let you live with them. Not everybody's gonna sit there and let you do this or do that. Because you're almost 25. You need to get a life, you know. And because that's how I feel. Like after 21, dog, you should already be on your own. Even at 18, but I can't say much. I'm living with my grandpa. But, but like that's where I kind of come off with stuff is like, okay, you can sit here and say a bunch of stuff about work or your streaming career or schooling, but doing one of those decides on how you're going to defend the rest of your life. You can go to school, turn around, you can also do work. Or you can drop out and be like me and work and focus on streaming career. But if you work on your streaming career the entire time, you're not getting far. Like, at all. Like some people say, oh yeah, start out on TikTok, you'll make a hundred a day, blah blah blah. Which is I made over 300 to 400 dollars within like 2 days, you know. But that was like the first couple weeks that I started. Okay, turn around, now I live stream and I don't even make that much. But of course, I don't stream for long periods of time like I used to, which is I'm gonna start doing that again. But that's sort of where it comes off of like, yeah, you can make that much, but you kind of gotta look at, oh look, you kind of get screwed over, you know? And that's why I don't take some of this stuff seriously. But when I see I get 50 to 60 or 40 to 50 to 60 views on Twitch, or sorry, on YouTube, and then I'm sitting here, I go through my TikTok and I'm getting almost roughly around 150 to 200 or not followers, views on there. It's like, God, I love this. And I just never come out and say it because, I feel like if I do, people are gonna start realizing that, it's gonna be okay to start trying doing other stuff, which is, yes, it is. You can start your own career on this. You can, basically do anything. But it comes down to how you're gonna base your life on starting it. Like me, I kind of started out rough. Like I said, I basically focused on all this. I dropped out of school. I dropped out of almost doing everything to focus on streaming and recording, and it wasn't good for me. So, I went back to school for a little bit. I worked plus school plus, streaming and recording. And then I completely dropped out, and, I stopped working for a couple months when I went to my ex-girlfriend's. And, of course, I was streaming there and stuff like that. And then I turned around and I came back to my grandpa's, and I got a job, I got everything, and I started focusing on streaming and stuff again, plus work. And so far it's working out for me. Hell, I wake up in time to, be able to record, then stream, and then go to work, you know, or, then do whatever I need to do and then go to work. And it all combines into how you do it. Like I said, I started off on the wrong side. You guys can start off on the right side. It's all how you go about it. Other than that, like I said, it just follow your path. You think it's gonna do you great of focusing on streaming career and recording, go for it. Follow that. I'm not saying that it's not gonna work out for you, but I'm just saying that it very well could not work out for you. Um, like I said, because I had that issue. Other than that, guys, I'm not gonna sit here and rant any longer. This video is almost 22 minutes long. I'm I'm just here to tell y'all that, like, focusing on what you need to do is sort of what is best. And it's mainly focusing on work. If you're still in school, stay in school. I know I dropped out, but like I said, stay in school. Helps you in the long run. How then you can get your diploma, and then you can, go in for gaming stuff. You can go in for streaming, or, whatever they do now. I don't know what they do, but I know they have gaming stuff. Um, but, you guys just hit everything that you guys need to do. You know, People will sit there and look up to you. You're dedicating your life to something that, nobody probably thought you would. And that's what I'm trying to do. Um, Other than that, like I said, I'm gonna be getting the Call of Duty video out tomorrow. Um, I'm actually gonna probably record that now after this video and schedule it for tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but well, for you guys it would be tomorrow. For me, it would be a couple days. Um, Other than that, like, subscribe, comment, hit the follow, hit the flipping buttons that you need to do. I mean, like I said, just follow your dreams, guys. Other than that, peace.